Hey everybody, thank you guys for joining me for today's video. This is Living History Militaria, and by request I am going to be showing my World War II Army Air Force collection. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with some uniforms here. Got a nice World War II 1944 dated overseas made, more than likely British 8th Air Force uniform. This is probably my favorite in my collection here. It's got a really nice felt 8th Army Air Force patch on there, and it is named to a D6050. It's the laundry number. It's got 18 months, so a year and a half of overseas service. And also named right underneath that, D6050. This is his Army shirt that would go underneath. So underneath that, I have this dress coat with gold buttons on the right shoulder, the 8th Army Air Force, and on the left shoulder we have the 2nd Army Air Force. So pretty cool. This one has two different units on it. And then underneath this I just have a regular shirt, regular wool shirt, named to, it's Elbay, E-L-B-A-Y. That one has, I think that's a G, but it's written down somewhere else, Elbay. Just with a regular Army Air Forces shoulder insignia there. Right over here, got some cool pictures of some World War II bomber planes. Got the B-17 Hag of Harderwijk, and you can see right there, dated 7/14/1944. Got two related pictures of the B-17 Yankee Diddler. Let me try and get some better lighting on these because these are cool. I know, I'm not wearing gloves, and I am very bad for doing that. Got some guys working on the Yankee Diddler. And then right here, I believe this is a B-24 Liberty Bell. Kind of fuzzy. And then this one is really fuzzy, B-17. It's the Vibrating Virgin. The nose art is, the picture is a little blurry, and the lettering is really small, but if you get out like a magnifying glass, you can see it. And then this one right here, bottoms up. Pretty cool. With the guy standing there with the propeller. And this one right here is a B-24, I believe, Marauder. And this is the Shooting In was the name of this one. B-26 Marauder, sorry. This was an official press photo, I think. But that one's really cool. It's got the, you can see the wing number up there. Shooting In was the name. Right up here, I got a piece of home front history. America's Finest Planes. There's the Grumman Wildcat. This is America's Finest Bread, vitamin enriched for better health. Probably something that you got with like a loaf of bread. Right up here, I got a World War II era deck of playing cards, kind of like spotter cards. This was a card game called Squadron Scramble. Suitable for identification and spotting. So if we open this, there's a bunch of different planes, and they all have different angles. There's like a front side profile, if you're looking at it from above and then below. They have them from all the different countries and stuff too, so all the planes in World War II. So that's pretty neat. And then right down here, I have a piece of a glider that was found in St. Mary-Glise. So some sort of, maybe, I don't know, part of a parachute. Some sort of hook Interesting. And then right down here have an actual glider seatbelt buckle that was also found in St. Miraglise. You can see the old leather is flaking off the top there. This is really heavy too, so the whole thing is metal, but the old fastener screws are still in there, so buckle up for safety, right? Those are cool. I love battlefield relics. And right underneath here, all these pictures, I have a scrapbook. This has been in a couple different videos, so I'm not going to go into too much depth. But Aviation Cadet Burton D. Levi, November 30th, 1916 to February 12th, 1944. He was a really smart kid. Enlisted in the Army Air Corps at a young age, had a bunch of commendations and whatnot. There's a lot of these are all like, he wrote a lot of plays and stuff for the air base that he was on. So if we flip through here, there's like a lot of letters of commendation and whatnot from a lot of different headquarters and a whole bunch of stuff. There's stories of the Air Forces, so like interviews with some of the people that were on base, which is really cool. Here's one of his plays, one of his musicals. Lubbock Air Force Base is what it was. He unfortunately crashed in a training flight. I believe it was somewhere in the Midwest. Can't remember if it was like Oklahoma or Texas or somewhere over there. But he had crashed in a test flight or a routine, practice flight. These are all letters of condolences from a whole different bunch of places, to his parents, to his wife. A lot of cool stuff in here. And then there's a whole bunch of these. Here's the original telegram informing his wife died as a result of an aviation crash near Belleville, Texas, at approximately 11:45 a.m., February 12th, 1944. And there's a bunch of these really cool yearbooks in here. And I think it was this one, because this was supposed to be his graduating class, I believe. And he had almost like everybody in here sign it, and they gave it to his wife. So there's like every page in here is filled with signatures, which is amazing. This is in my top 10 military items in my collection video, so be sure to check that out. I go into more detail. But now we're going to close this. I'm going to take the table away, and then we'll get into my shelf. Okay, I apologize for the lighting. I don't have overhead lights in here, so I got to work with this old lamp, which has a very short cord. Got a couple of aviation caps here. This is the summertime one, and I think this is an A4 or an A9 type. I can't remember, but it's got the cloth. This one's interesting. It's got a piece of wool on the inside for like padding, but it's like hand stitched in there, so it's like a little cool modification. Right over here I got some aircraft skin of the B-29 Super Fortress, which was named Doc, which also flew with the Seven Dwarves and the Wicked Witch during World War II. Actual Doc aircraft skin. Behind that I have actual aircraft skin from the P-51 Mustang Little Doc. So that was kind of funny. Here's the story on that right behind here. I believe that's also in another video. Got a handkerchief for the 8th Air Force. Greetings from England. And I also have a handkerchief here for the 9th Army Air Force Airborne. There's an Airborne tab that's stitched on there. Let's see, this right here, if I can get this to focus. Base Equippy 301 Lasenia, 1945. It's a really nice, like a pewter cup. It's got an airplane etched into there, the grass, and like the runway almost. This is somewhere in northern Libya, I think it was. I can't exactly remember the location, but this was a really cool piece. I got it for 20 bucks too, so that made it even more special. Right behind, in the way back, have a big, huge 8x10 of the Flying Fortress, the Hellcat, and some of her crew. I believe it was a B-17. Right here, got a couple of inserts for the heated boots, the electrical heated boots. I got those for like $5 at the flea market. Those are wicked cool. There you go, dated 1945. This is a postcard from Lieutenant Bob Butts of the 6th Bombardment Squadron. And this is from Boise, Idaho, 1943. I believe that was 8th Air Force. I can't remember. I have a wool observer armband for the Army Air Force. And then underneath here, I have my 4 issues of Air Training Corps Gazette. These all belong to a guy named Walters. And right here, got a neat little navigational tool. Computer Mark 8. And there's supposed to be like a little thing that holds the middle, but you can rotate these and, you know, match up numbers and stuff. Now I'm going to bring you out to go show you guys the Army Air Force autographs that are in the hallway. Actually, I lied because this is on the way out. This is all of my World War II Army Air Force patches that I have so far. A couple different variations in there. But patches are really fun to collect. Okay, out here in the hallway, I actually have a lot of Life magazine ads for the Air Force and like planes and stuff like that. Different companies that were making things for ships and planes and whatnot, so I got quite a few of those. Pontiac General Motors. So right over here, if we're doing World War II Army Air Force, got the signature of Flying Ace Lieutenant William Byer with a picture of him. And below that, Flying Ace Major Urban Ben Drew. And with that came a reproduction patch of what would have been his flying squadron. And right here, Flying Ace Donald Blakesley, who's a P-51 pilot. Interestingly enough, this is signed on a cover that showcases a P-47 Thunderbolt, which he actually couldn't fly. And then if we scroll over here, got Paul Tibbets, pilot of the Enola Gay that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. There's a official Air Corps photo with the whole crew of the Enola Gay, and he signed right where he is standing. And right down here, got a nice, I think this is also in a different video, nice print of a Grumman F4F Wildcat. This is signed by 4 Medal of Honor recipients as well as Flying Aces. They all flew in the Solomons on Guadalcanal, Henderson Field. Joe Foss's signature is the 3rd one in. It's a little bit faded, but you can still see it. And right down here we have a picture of all 4 of them at a convention. Yeah, that I bought it from. Took the picture himself, brought the print to have it signed by all 4 of them. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I think that's about it. That's all I have for World War II Army Air Corps stuff. I do have plenty of other little niches that I like to collect though. So If you guys want to see more of any certain type of little certain area in my collection, feel free to comment below, and I'll definitely try to make a video on it, because I like making these little videos kind of showing off certain things. So if you guys want to see stall helms, let me know. If you guys want to see patches, I have over 350 of them. You guys want to see autographs, I have those too. Might do a video on just my M1 helmets though. I think that might be a cool idea. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.